Well, as I promised Testwood School, I was going to bring you your answers, answered live from Kibera in Kenya. So it's a great privilege for me to introduce you my very, very good friends. This is Mark and this is Will, and we're going to do your questions right now. Let's start with something nice and easy, and I'll start with you, Will. And Paige says, how do you feel about living here on Kibera?
I'm William, and I'm happy to talk to you about my life here in Kibera. Yeah, it's not the best life in Kibera to live, but I've gained a lot of experience in life through the lives of other people and my colleagues and my peers in Kibera. So I wouldn't say it's the best life, but I would also complain that it is bad life. Yeah. So Kibera is just a good place to live, and as well, not everyone would want to live in Kibera.
No, I get that. Beth says, would you move away if you had an opportunity? Mark, perhaps you can answer that.
Who's saying? Sorry?
Beth.
Beth. Hello, Beth. Yep. If I had an opportunity to move out, I can't say whether I'll really move out or I'll stay, because it depends with why I'm in Kibera, and also it will depend with why I want to move out. Actually, if I recall, there was a time I had an opportunity of moving out. I was working somewhere in town, and my life was somehow different. So I thought of moving, because that was the dream I had ever since I was a child, and that is the desire of every young person living in Kibera. But when that moment came and I thought of leaving the young friends that I had and maybe moving far away to another place, the idea didn't seem so nice to me. So I decided to let go of everything and trusted God to continue living in Kibera and to begin doing what I'm doing for the sake of encouraging and also transforming lives, because I had seen the light and I also wanted the young ones to see the light. So
I think you're already answering the next question. So I've got one from it's good, Kieran and Lily, and they're saying, what are your hopes and your dreams and what changes do you want to see in Kibera? So I think that you kind of started already answering those questions, so do carry on.
I decided to stay in order to bring the change that was not around.
I think for me to be here, I'm actually here to serve my fellow friends and colleagues and peers. And when I don't know who has, if I had an opportunity to move, whether I move, I think moving out of Kibera doesn't mean that I move from everything that I do.
Sure.
But I would move to live in a better place, but still serve in Kibera, because
so your heart is still here.
Work to do here.
Yeah.
Good people to be with in Kibera.
So real practical question now. Some of these are a little different. Courtney and from Harry, they says they're very aware that water is a problem on the slum. So how do you shower and keep yourselves clean? Every time I see you guys, you're more immaculate than I am. So how does this work? Where is the magic shower?
We have problems with water in Kibera and also the showers, but people have improvised what they have. We've built some structures that look a bit like bathrooms, and we just go and pay some little amount of money.
Hot or cold?
10 shillings.
Is the water hot or cold?
The water is cold, and so you have to be...
So no hot showers?
No hot showers.
So you're real men here?
We shower from that, yeah.
I think some people would be horrified.
Yeah.
Just have cold showers.
The whole people are always afraid of the water, and so it takes some time for them to get some shower.
It's quite strange at the moment, because we're just here after the big rains, and you can just see down on behind me that the waters have risen, and we've got a leaking pipe, which is what you can hear alongside us. So good fresh water has been wasted. So Sarah says, why are you guys always so positive? You don't have a lot, and yet you're always smiling and you're always full of joy. What's that all about?
Actually, maybe materialistic speaking, we don't seem to have a lot. Actually, that's the truth. But I believe what is inside us is much greater than the physical things that you have, than the material things that you have. And that hope, that love that we share, the future that we believe in, and seeing somebody else happy. Also, it's one of the greatest joy that keeps us going.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Beth is saying, what are your fears? What frightens you on Kibera? I remember the first few times that you took me down through the houses. It was not a I was frightened, I've got to be honest. So what frightens you guys? You don't seem to be scared of anything.
In Kibera we have a lot of insecurity and so many things that happen in Kibera. And as well, the kind of life, one of the fears that maybe we have and other people have here in Kibera is that we would never want to live the same life from our childhood to our old age. So one of the fears is when we don't have opportunities, we may end up being just the same. But again, we are very positive that things are changing and the generations are changing and the situations are changing. So we are sure that sometimes Kibera would not look the same, but we'll have good houses, good places to live, and there will be no insecurity anymore in Kibera.
So frightened? Just something that frightens you?
Yeah, we have, especially when we walk through, and so in Kibera we find like electricities are just at the ground. And
so you find live things,
You may even step on the electricity and people
get hurt.
So you may even die through. So it's insecure.
Yeah, it frightens me.
Yeah, something else maybe that frightens us is about how the situation is around here.
Yeah.
Like
so the violence.
Yeah, the violence. You know, it's like people are free to do anything.
Yes. So where are the police?
Sorry?
Where are the police?
The police. I think they are not really concerned.
Or maybe they're used to this.
They are used to the things happening.
But do the police like come in on Kibera?
Rarely, because some of them are afraid.
Yeah, so they come with the guns.
Unless they are given some duties to do here in a group, assignment to do. They won't.
You guys are doing really well. Jackson says, how much has your life improved recently? Has anything particular improved recently? Just one thing each. Let's start with Will.
I would say that my life has improved very much, especially after meeting some people who have encouraged me in taking my life positive and changing the attitude on how my life has been. So I've been able to go to school. I've been able to meet people like you, Dave, whereby you've encouraged me a lot to change the attitude of my life. And so you can see I'm much involved in the transformation of my peers and my young brothers here in Kibera. And so I feel more. Maybe I've achieved a lot through that. Yeah, and I'm happy.
I know you're always happy. It worries me. Okay, so. Is there anything for you, Mark?
Yep, I think my life has also improved a lot, because if I compare my situation right now and how I was some years ago, I think I'm a different person now.
Yeah.
Not on how I dress, on how I look, but on what I believe in. Because I've noticed that the more I've spent time with my friends here, the more I've spent time with young people, the more I've realized more about myself, and that has changed me a lot. And also, without forgetting, also connecting with you guys. The way you come here, you show love, you speak to us, you encourage us, you show us everything is just okay, and for sure everything just ends up to being okay, because it makes us believe that we can really do something and make change also.
And bring change into our community.
Okay, another question. This is from Owen and Lily, and it sounds like an obvious question, and you may have an obvious answer. It says, how does the rubbish and the sewers affect your lives? It doesn't take much to realise there is a lot of waste, human waste, and it's just everywhere. And they're not trying to be funny, but they say, why don't you just clean it up? I know it's not that simple, but and they know that as well, but they'd like to hear it from you.
Okay, the rubbish and the sewage and everything around it really affects our lives in a very big way, because sometimes you find like maybe where you are living, there's just a river passing there, sewage is flowing there, and of course, and it smells a lot. We would like to do something. We like to clean it up, but it becomes very difficult with the way houses are built here. Because houses they are so much close together.
Yes.
And, cleaning it is you can decide to clean on your doorstep, but the neighbor up there is not even concerned. So that person will just wake up in the morning and throw something outside. So it's not that easy, unless maybe the structures of the housing is changed.
So the government help?
Rarely.
Okay, just a couple more questions. Sorry, it has to be a bit brief. So from Sinead and Owen, this says very quickly, what makes you happy in Kibera, and what do you do for fun? And you're not allowed to say football.
All right. One of the things that makes me happy is the people that I've grown up with, and seeing them change from our old ways. We had our own ways, old ways, but seeing us grow and transform from those areas and trying to make others still improve their lives, that makes me happy. Seeing my young brothers change their lives and agree, all come to terms with going to school and changing the way they live and their families makes me happy. Meeting friends like Mark, I'm happy.
It's difficult to believe these guys are not related. They're just really, really good friends. So for you, Mark, what makes you happy and what do you do for fun?
Yep. Okay. What makes me happy is the fact that I go to bed and wake up every morning. Knowing that one day Kibera will not look the same as it is right now. I wake up every morning telling myself that today I must do something that is going to somehow to improve or change, or maybe put a smile on that young person who's there is no hope in him or there is no hope in her. So actually that makes me forget living in Kibera, and life seems very normal, and I'm so much grateful for that.
Mark and Will, I know this has been a little bit short, but I know the guys and the people back at the school in Testwood really want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your openness. I'm sure you're aware they have been supporting you as well through a little bit of fundraising, so it's really exciting for them to be able to put their questions directly to you. Mark and Will, for now, thank you so much.
Thank you.